Welcome back to Tarqaron. All right.
Back to Tarqaron.
That's right. So this is an
Yeah.
annual video we do on the channel where we do a tier list of everything we've reviewed. Now we've reviewed hundreds of things on the channel at this point.
Yeah,
A lot,
it's a
literally
lot.
hundreds. But
Yeah.
so we've done one for the last few years. You can go check those out if you want to see the process as it's built up to this point. But we always add on any videos we watched since the last tier lists. So it's not just movies that came out or that we reviewed in 2024. It's also including the ones in January up to this point when we're recording. And we're also going to reevaluate our current tier list before going into the new one, which is what we usually do. But this time around, we got a major change alert. Major change.
Yeah. Major change.
So for the longest time, we would always say, we wanted to keep our S tier to a cute top 10. And so we would bump things out to keep 10 up there. But it came to a point where I was thinking, S tier and A tier is a good distinction to have, I think. So why not just have the top 10 as like our pantheon of Tarqaron, the top 10. And that could change at any time. But also have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, F tier, all separate.
Yeah, kind of having it's like an S plus tier or something. It's just like the cut above the top 10. I think is the good way to look at it. I mean, it's always going to be just 10 on that list.
Yeah. So there's like another level of deliberation we have to do this time. First of all, like, are we content with our top 10 as it stands? And then which ones do we want to move from A into S? If there are any that we want to move from B into A, etc. So let's start at the top. Top 10. Is there anything that you would take out? Or switch?
I don't think so. At least not right now. Maybe as we get into the discussion.
Well, yeah, as it stands. Yes.
Yeah, as it stands, this looks good. I think so. I think this is still pretty good.
I'm of the mind that maybe Puss in Boots: The Last Wish wouldn't make my top 10. I think for me personally, it would probably just end up in S tier.
It's going to end up in S tier, I think.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
But I could almost see one of these other movies, me switching them out right now, personally. Because I really like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, but the more I think of it, I'm like, I don't think it's quite a top 10 pantheon movie for me. I don't know.
In terms of what we reviewed on the channel, it might be, but it'd be what would go in there? Avengers Endgame, maybe, or maybe one of these other.
For me, it would be
go crazy and say Rise of Skywalker should go up there.
Yeah, that's the one that I was thinking.
Yeah, that's the one.
For me, it would I'm thinking Mandalorian season 2 or Tick Tick Boom. I could see one of them going up there.
Showing up there.
Mandalorian season 2 was up there previously, and I think it got booted. So, because Parasite and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish came, it was a similar time, but I guess Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was right in the cutoff before last year's. So, but
so another thing I was actually maybe thinking of is shuffling some of the order around a little bit
in the top 10.
Yeah.
Well, first, do we want to switch anything, or do you think we should keep it as it is with these 10?
I'm of the mind I think we should keep it in the 10, but I do kind of agree with you. I think that it's tough, I guess, because it's because we're changing the way of things. I guess maybe I kind of agree with you that maybe Tick Tick Boom or Mando season 2 would take Puss in Boots' spot,
but not to bury the lead too much. But something will probably kick whatever that is out anyway.
It's true. That's true. But that's what I mean. That's where I was like that. I think we can just kind of keep that there for right now. I think that's fine. The real question I think is going to be what we're going to bump from A into S.
Okay. Well, did you say you wanted to change the order though in the top 10 somewhere?
Yeah. So, In the Heights, masterpiece of a film.
Yeah.
But Haunting a Hill House, though.
Yeah.
Haunting a Hill House in that spot, maybe.
You think that might hit the spot for you?
Might. It might. Just like maybe call it Lynn tiredness. Maybe just we
The
have
Loon
two of his
fatigue,
projects in here.
they'll both
The Lynn
slowly
fatigue.
just fall all the way off.
Yeah. The Hamilton's never. I don't think Hamilton's going anywhere. I think that one's always going to kind of
It's
be
tough.
kind of right in there. Yeah.
It's tough to beat.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, it kind of is.
It's a weird thing because it's like a movie, but would I
Yeah.
ever say like Hamilton's my favorite movie of all time? You know, it's not really.
It's kind of it's the whole concept of Hamilton. I think in general, to me it's sort of is like it's indicative of like that's sort of the cultural zeitgeist of the 2010s. I think you could say, that's like a defining piece of art from that period of time.
Yeah.
So.
And then The Godfather, it's hard to argue for that to go lower.
Yeah, because that's a defining piece of art of the 20th century, the mid 20th century.
Yeah, I think maybe like objectively speaking, In the Heights maybe wouldn't be quite that high. Like,
yeah,
I think most people who would think we're crazy for even having it in the top 10.
Maybe.
But
it's. I mean, it was. We both had I think I had a wonderful time with it. I think it's a great movie. I think it's a fantastic musical.
10 out of 10. So
yeah, pretty much. We gave it 10.
The Haunting of Hill House, I could see it. I could see that being there.
Yeah.
I envision it. I just am manifesting it right now. All right,
you're literally putting it in there?
Let's do it.
Okay, sure.
Though I'm still actually torn like on which one I prefer of Haunting of Hill House and Midnight Mass, personally.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
But
Midnight
I think
Mass is also
it's
really
safe
good.
to say Haunting of Hill House, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
But is there anything else we want to bump up? You know, Good Will Hunting is one that stands the test of time. I consistently think of it in like my top movies ever.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic movie. Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad at that going up, but it's also
been meaning to rewatch that too. But
Survivor, I mean, I love Survivor, so like I could have Survivor at number 1, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. So, but that's just a weird one to place.
Yeah. When you're comparing it to like fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Parasite will likely be the bottom for me of the top 10, but
the inevitable bottom, but yeah.
The inevitable bottom, that's what they called me in college. So
wow.
Midnight Mass, I could see going up.
That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, you had fun friends, I guess, right?
Yeah.
The inevitable power bottom.
Can we just bump up Good Will Hunting?
I think we could. I think we can.
Can we put that behind Haunting of Hill House? Is that right or no?
Yeah, I think that's right. We're getting some Star Wars fatigue in here too.
Yes. Fuck Star Wars. Someone has to say it.
Someone's got to be brave enough to say it. It's going to be me.
Said that.
No one's ever said. No one in the history of the internet.
No one's uttered those words just like that. Hamilton, The Godfather, The Haunting of Hill House, Good Will Hunting, In the Heights, Empire Strikes Back, Midnight Mass, Pearl Islands, Parasite, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Is that where we're at?
I think that's where we're at. I think that's pretty good. I'm okay with that.
All right.
Let's not mess around with too much more there. I think we gotta
fuck around and try to find out too much.
Yeah.
You fuck around too much, you find out a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's very true.
All right, S tier. When I look at A tier or what was S tier, I wouldn't immediately say Avengers Endgame is my favorite of these movies.
No, in fact, I would throw in like Wappenheimer.
I keep saying movies, but it's literally everything we've reviewed. So
yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Everybody at home.
I see Godfather Part 2. I see that. I see Tick Tick Boom and Mandalorian Season 2 definitely going in S tier.
Yeah, so I think those are the first two we can send to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Tick Tick Boom. Can we put that at the top of S tier?
I think we could put that at the top, yeah.
And the Mandalorian Season 2 coming up next. Interesting.
Godfather Part 2?
For me, it wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Wouldn't make the transition?
Yeah, I would keep at A.
Okay. Now,
this is interesting. Do we just do Tick Tick Boom and Mandalorian Season 2? That's the whole tier. That's the whole tier.
That's it. That's it. That's the entire tier. Yeah, it's kind of tough because
Because
A
you've
lot of these
envisioned
other
them in
things.
A for so long, like, they feel at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, they do feel kind of at home there. Speaking of home, how about Spider-Man No Way Home? I would put that above Avengers Endgame now. I'm thinking
He,
that might be a hot
yeah,
take. I don't know, but I could put it up in there.
I'd say so. But do we even send it to S tier though? Do you think so? I
Well,
guess
what
so.
else is going in there? What else gotta
Nothing.
go?
That's like, let's be
Nothing.
bold. All right, let's.
And maybe we could be bold. Just have two things next year. Here's something. Are we maybe a little too harsh on Joker?
Oh, whoa, we're going down to Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Joker territory in the B tier. Do you think that gets the Joker bump?
Might get the Joker bump. Maybe like top
Not.
of B, low A. I don't. I kind of have a hard time maybe putting it top of anything. It's in kind of an. It is in kind of an okay
It's pretty
position.
good comparatively,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's like, do we want to move any of that up into A tier? I don't know, but
Well,
I feel
I think
kind of.
all the House of Usher, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, something's sitting right with me about this. Maybe do we want to maybe add in our new additions and then reevaluate?
Yeah, maybe that wouldn't be a bad idea because it's hard. It's kind of like, yeah. I'm having a. This is having a harder time doing this than I thought we were going to. To
Yeah, I
be
thought there would be
honest.
ones that would easily send up, and then I'm thinking, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Tic
I
Tac Boom
personally
and
would put.
Mandalorian season 2 were the easiest for me to just put there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would put like Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, maybe. And Silence of
Shrek
the
2.
Lambs. Silence of the Lambs.
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2 now. Shrek 2 in the S tier.
Shrek 2 would
S
be
for
in my
Shrek.
S tier.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy about this world.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer is staying in A. I can't go any higher.
Okay.
Sorry to say.
That's crazy. It's crazy
That's
to me.
crazy, dude.
It's crazy.
All right,
It's crazy.
let's send in some new guys. All right.
All right, let's do it.
So I'm assuming they're in the same order for me because I numbered them and they're all in order of when we watched them. But if not,
so
you'll just have to grab
Survivor Fiji then.
Survivor Fiji. These are nice pink. They'll stand out.
Yeah, they will stand
Pink
out.
in honor of Wicked and Barbie. All right. Survivor Fiji is one that's like on the lower end of our Survivor rankings thus far,
Mm-hmm.
but I still enjoyed it. There's some stuff that's really not great about it. Some of the twists, like the haves and have-nots twist thing.
Yeah.
But it's generally a pretty fun cast. Has some iconic moments in the Edgardo blindside and Yao Man car deal. And it's got iconic Yao Man, Dreams, Earl, Michelle falling off the platform.
Yeah.
For me, what's I don't even know. I can't even think of where we had it in our rankings now of the Survivor seasons to know if
Yeah, I
this is
don't either.
accurate or not. But I'm immediately drawn to the top of C tier.
That's actually, I'm thinking the same thing, honestly. Because like I think it's got more like, I mean I guess it's easier to have because it's more at front of mind than Palau and Guatemala, which I think or which we have also at the top of C. But I think this has like the cast. I think really is the standout part of Fiji more than anything else. There's a lot of wacky characters in that cast. So
It's tough because I think Survivor in general is just a great product. Even some of the worst Survivor is generally good.
yeah.
So we have a block in A tier of Survivor, which is the Amazon, Panama, Vanuatu, Cook Islands all together. And then we have, where's the other one? Survivor Marquesas is in B, and Survivor All Stars is lower in B. And then Palau and Guatemala in C, and Survivor Thailand in D.
Right.
So with that whole context, like I wouldn't be mad at it being towards the bottom of B. I think for most Survivor seasons, I could reasonably see that, at least. But I think C, maybe top of C, and in front of Palau and Guatemala. We're agreed with that.
I think so. You know something else I might say. I know we're putting things in, or we just started putting things in.
Uh-huh.
But what about Triforce in C?
It's about
Or
time, huh?
or Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in C? Hey, I like that movie, but
Marvel's What If and C.
Yeah, Marvel's What If and C.
I think, yeah, Starbomb Triforce can go, but it's like we didn't review it like a C movie though. But we also didn't, or C thing. We also didn't review the
Yeah,
Rise of
that's true.
Skywalker as a C thing either. But
Well, here's the thing. Remember, time. You have to consider
yeah,
time as the element here. This is not always indicative of how we reviewed it.
yeah, there's the fact that I have not listened to the new Starbomb album is a fact.
Yeah, it is a fact. I listened to one song and I was like, I think I'm done with this.
It's sad. It's sad.
I didn't think it was bad, but I'm just like, this isn't really for me anymore.
So where in C tier do we put Starbomb first?
But that's hard. That's the thing that's hard.
I don't know if we want to try to contextualize a little bit for people. Starbomb is an album that we reviewed way back in 2019.
Yeah, it's like one of the first things we reviewed.
From like YouTubers like the Game Grumps, basically. And it's like a video game based album.
Yeah.
Comedy. But it's one I haven't listened to since. So
yeah,
that's got to say something. But yeah, Starbomb, Triforce. I think it could go below Survivor at least.
I think so. Because it wasn't like bad. I think we both had fairly positive things to say about it.
But Survivor, Survivor season is going to stick with us more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like the only song I kind of remember from that entire song was the Overwatch song that I kind of remember.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember there's like something about I'm a little girl and it's like I'm gonna do something or I'm gonna fucking twirl or something. I don't know.
All right, let's put it in.
It's in C.
Below Greatest Showman.
Honestly, yep. I mean, and I'm not going to bat for the Greatest Showman. You know my opinion on that.
Which album would you rather listen to, the Greatest Showman soundtrack or the Starbomb?
Ooh,
I love the Greatest Showman soundtrack. It's easy for me.
I know you do. That's an excellent question. So I'm probably gonna say Triforce just because I don't remember like anything on it. That's why, because like the Greatest Showman, I could you know, that's just
every night I lie in bed. Let's put it there, right above Fall Guys.
Yeah, it's just that's the thing. I was like, I forgot until we were like filling this out again. I was like, I forgot that we reviewed that. This like felt like a lifetime ago.
Hard to remember some of these.
Yeah. Next
up is a movie called Cowbells. All right, we've now reached our little chaos month section.
Yeah,
where we did 4 weeks in a row of Chance Time Spins, which is a randomized movie completely out of our control. Mm-hmm. And so Cowbells is a Disney Channel original movie, and wasn't our favorite. No,
it was pretty bad.
Probably
honestly.
D tier.
I would say D tier. Yeah, I'd put it in D tier.
I think F is pretty harsh for.
F is because like
it wasn't even trying. Like it was trying to be a C tier movie at best, right? It's like that's what a Disney Channel original movie goes for.
Yeah, I think its biggest thing is that it had as Ali and AJ are very very like radio Disney stars. You know, they're big on the.
We all know him from Radio Disney. Right. Yeah, I was big on Radio Disney.
Were you?
Nope.
Okay. I was like, that's kind of surprising to me if you were, but no, I don't think I don't even know that. I don't even think I have like a way to listen to that anywhere myself. So I don't know.
Right now, I guess not.
Right now, I don't know. Do they still have it? I'm assuming it's on like Sirius XM or whatever. But
here's the question: where in D tier?
Yeah.
Let's go down the line. Is it better than The Last Jedi?
No. Or
Solo? The Phantom Menace?
No. I would even put the Phantom.
No. Survivor Thailand? No.
Halloween Town High is, I would say, DCOM versus DCOM.
I would rather watch Halloween Town High.
I think I would too. I think I'm feeling right around here, right below Halloween Town High.
Right below Halloween Town High, above Shrek the
Mm-hmm.
Third. You think
Mm-hmm.
it's better than Shrek the Third?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I know we were, it's a decom, and maybe we're being too harsh on it, but I did remember finding at least some entertainment value from it,
So was
as
Shrek
bad
the
as it
Third
was.
because the one girl said "you with," and it stuck with me.
Do the
And
roar,
then one
Zach.
was
Do the roar. Do the roar. Do the roar.
Yeah, that's with the Shrek babies, Farkle and Felicia, and
All
whatever the
right,
other
just above ERB season 1 then.
one.
I
Well,
think that's
ERB season 1 for its time.
no,
All
I draw the line.
right. Next up is
Gotta
a
draw a line
movie
somewhere.
called Kutavam Shiksham. Y'all know it, y'all love it, but will we love it?
Well, we
We
thought it was
reviewed it already.
fine. This is like,
We gave it like a perfect 5, I think. Right,
yeah, it's
right there. It was just like there's not much to it. There were
yeah.
like
This is like
I remember towards the end it getting more interesting, and I was engaged like the last 30 minutes of the movie, but up until then it's pretty dry. I think dry is
very
the way
dry.
to say
What? Yeah,
it. So
like, you really have to love police procedurals in the most realistic sense of the word, because there's
just
no
gotta love
energy
police
to
work.
most of it. Yeah,
yeah,
you just oh man, I love the police. If there's one thing my friends know about me, they know how much I love the police. They
and
call me
all
Alec.
the
They call me
processes they go through, like the
they call me
minutia.
Alec Bootlicker. That's what they love to call
Yeah,
me. They know how much I love the
and
police.
particularly the minutia of their everyday work. The
Mm,
paperwork.
mm. Paperwork, yeah, paperwork.
No, it doesn't. It
Yeah,
doesn't go. It's not that dry, but
it's
it's
no,
pretty.
it's
It's just not. It doesn't give it a little movie glam to it. It doesn't really give it much.
right.
So, which brings me to the bottom of D tier, the very bottom,
Yeah, honestly,
below all of them.
yeah. I mean, well, maybe above Ghostbusters 2016.
Ghostbusters 2016. Was that in D? Did I put that in the wrong spot?
Yeah, that was D. Did you mean bottom of C?
No, no. I might have just put that in the wrong spot because I have that at top of F on here.
Oh, I was pretty sure. Maybe we might have moved it down there. Maybe hold on. Let me double check the records. Let me double check the. Yeah, we did. We threw it in the bottom. Yeah, we did. Throw it top of F.
Top of
You're
F.
right. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, bottom of D for Katavam Shisham, below Blood Rain, the very bottom. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that works. I
This is probably
good
better
call.
than all the others in F, and
Yeah.
not quite deserving of an F.
Right. It wasn't because it wasn't like we didn't. It wasn't terrible. It was just there's almost nothing remarkable about it, which makes it fit down there.
Next up is All Good Things, which is a movie starring Ryan Gosling and Kirsten Dunst. And it's about like a serial killer guy, like a true story. I remember our biggest takeaway being that it got us more interested in the actual story of like what happened. There's a whole documentary that came from it, like the serial killer like reaching out to the person who directed this movie, and they made a documentary about that, and then the craziness that transpires in that. So I still haven't watched that, but I'm still interested.
Yeah. That to me is far more interesting because like what we got in this was like. Yeah, a lot of really confusing directorial decisions and like I think
It wasn't horrible. Yeah,
no.
It was pretty middle of the road when you iron everything out. But
Yeah.
where do you think? Where would you put it?
I'm feeling like maybe like top of D, maybe bottom of C, maybe. I don't know. How about you? It's not like it's not like the worst.
Yeah, I think bottom of C, the very bottom,
Yeah.
below everything. What do you think?
I think that works because I think we both agreed that the performances were still really good in it.
Yeah,
It just was Just was the yeah. It seemed to me like it was a direction script issue. I'm not really sure. It was
Kirsten
kind of
Dunst's
weird. But
character, the poor girl, the
yeah.
most supportive woman in the world, supported everything he wanted.
Yeah.
Next up is The Assistant. This is the last of the Chaos Month reviews.
Mm.
Not the last of the chance time. There's a good amount of chance time mixed in here.
Yeah, there is quite
So
a
The
bit
Assistant ended it on a high note. We definitely enjoyed this the most out of these four.
for sure.
I
Yeah.
remember surprisingly having a lot of fun watching it. Like surprisingly.
Yeah. No, it was a fun watch for sure.
And I remember I haven't seen Fight Club, but I know that some of the plot points and twists and whatnot are pretty
Yeah.
similar to those.
Yeah.
But so I got more out of those than I would have. But it's tough where to place it though.
Yeah. Because like I don't know if I want to bump it all the way up to B.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
don't know if it's
I
like
think I was a
it's
little
hard.
generous with my score when I scored it, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's kind of leaning towards C tier,
Yeah.
but probably towards the top. Probably towards the top
Yeah.
of C tier.
Towards the top. I'm honestly thinking like around like Jungle Cruise area, kind of around in that.
Yeah, can we put it just above the Jungle Cruise?
Yeah, I think so.
Shout out to The Assistant, right?
Yeah. It surprised us. It was nice. It was a good surprising movie. It was a
Yeah.
Malaysian film. So,
But we got a lot in B tier,
yeah.
so
There's a lot in B
a
tier.
lot
Yeah.
of killers in there too.
Yeah. Well, next up.
Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. We really had a good streak of movies, huh?
Oh, we're not even close to done with this good streak of movies. Um,
This was nothing
where's
to me.
yeah, this
Yeah,
this
where's
is nothing to me
Ghostbusters
too.
Afterlife? In
Yeah,
C tier, right in the middle of C tier.
I think this would under that. It's
Yeah.
there's I think I'm trying to remember how I described it, but like to me it was sort of like it felt like a two steps forward and two steps back at the same time. So I was like, oh, you made some interesting choices and ideas, and then it's like, and then you just overstuffed it with every character in the entire franchise. Why did you do that?
Yeah.
And I don't even
me-
really remember what happened.
Exactly. It didn't stick with us even through the rest of the year. It
Yeah,
did not. So it definitely won't stand the test of time. I think top of
No.
D tier for me.
yeah, probably. Yeah, it just wasn't very good.
Is it better than The Last Jedi?
Oh man,
Oh fuck! Can we put it right
tough to
between the
say.
two?
I think we could sandwich it with some Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think so. I think we can do it.
Because I think objectively, The Last Jedi is probably a way better movie. It's just,
Yeah, objectively, it is a better movie for sure. Just on a technical level, it's a better movie.
All right. Next up
okay.
is Mel Gibson's On the Line.
Hey, guess what, Zach? This is going in F tier.
F. I was thinking A.
I was thinking A for.
So we'll meet in the
A,
middle
are
at
you
a C.
kidding? Are you A for an R? Are you kidding?
On the Line is an F tier. I think
Yeah.
second to the last.
Yeah, I think so. I would rather probably watch
Brutal.
Doolittle than watch it again. It was offensive to me and my intelligence. That movie.
Yeah, not great. Not really worth even looking into.
No.
The talent was lacking. The script was lacking, and the
Mm.
production. Yeah.
Lacking. Everything was lacking.
So let's put that to rest. It's pretty easy.
Yep.
Next up is Knuckles, the mini series. Let's start by saying what we would personally put it in, because I know we have different.
Yeah, so I'd probably put it in B. Bottom of B. Or maybe actually I'd probably put it. So we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2020. That's already too low for how I feel. I'd probably, if this was just mine, I would probably put them both in B, but I would put Sonic the Hedgehog above it. 2020. Because I would say it's easily the weakest Sonic universe related thing. I think there's still fun to be had. I had a really good time with it. I know you did not enjoy your time with it nearly as much as I did. But it's still not like I wouldn't be like, wow, it was a great show. I'd be like, yeah, it was fun. It wasn't very good, but
I would put it
I
in
had a
D
good time.
tier for me if I was doing it.
Yeah, yeah,
So I mean, it's definitely going to go below Sonic the Hedgehog wherever that
yeah,
ends
for
up.
sure, for sure. Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
Could
for
you-
me personally, I don't like I would watch Survivor Thailand first before I would watch Knuckles. You know,
Yeah, but you're a Survivor
I'm a
head. I would
Survivor
not.
head.
I would not watch Survivor Thailand. I don't really ever want to watch Survivor Thailand ever again, if I'm being honest.
I would watch Shrek the
So
Third before Knuckles.
I don't think I would either.
I said I would. I would watch Shrek the Third before Knuckles.
Yeah, no, but I said I don't think in addition to the Survivor Thailand thing, I don't
Okay.
think I would watch that one either above it.
Well, can we get it? Can we get Knuckles?
Halloween Town High I would watch. I would probably easily watch over Knuckles though. Yeah.
So where would you be willing to put it?
It's like top of D. Maybe after Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Just like breaks my heart to say, but
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Knuckles is better than Solo. That's for sure.
that's not true either.
That's not true.
I also wouldn't put it there, but this is a,
Well, Solo.
got a lot of
Yeah.
yeah.
The Accused. It's a
This is
1988 film starring Jodie Foster. Great performance.
this is legitimately good movie
Mm-hmm.
that I don't know if I really want to watch again just because it's a lot. It's very heavy.
Yeah, I would think at the bottom of B tier,
Yeah.
like the very bottom.
So above Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I would put it at the very bottom. But I was actually forgetting. Yeah, I didn't move. I don't know if you did. I didn't move Marvel's What If or Fantastic Beasts from
Oh
B
yeah, I haven't
tier.
done that yet either.
So I don't know. Do we
I think-
want to? I would at least move Marvel's What If into C tier.
Yeah.
I think we could do
Yeah,
that.
I think we can move Marvel's What If. I think we can put that maybe heck, we could probably put that below Rogue One if I'm being honest.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. It was like here's the thing. What if it's like one of those things where it's just like the more I think about it, the more I'm like I just don't care.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed it for the time. It was, I think it was an entertaining little piece.
Yeah.
I still disagree with the choices they made to tie everything together, and then they kept making more of it, and I'm like, I just don't. Could you
I
just
didn't
stop?
watch it. I didn't watch the others.
I don't care. Yeah, because I don't care. I don't want to watch the other seasons.
So,
But the thing is, it's like, What If was never like one of the better. It is the comics. The What If comics are literally as deep as the episodes of like, what if this character was this character instead? It's like, okay, cool.
uh-huh.
Whatever.
So
Anyway.
the Accused. Do we want to keep Fantastic Beasts at the bottom of B tier? Like I'm fine with keeping it there.
Yeah, I think I'm okay keeping it there. I would
But-
put The Accused probably above Toy Story 4 too.
Really?
Maybe. Well,
I would put it at the very bottom. I would put it below both Fantastic Beasts and Toy Story 4. Just in terms
Okay.
of, I'll never watch it again.
yeah.
It's not like, oh,
But
gather
pay some
around, we gotta
respects
watch
to it.
this. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to. It's not exactly I'm eager to show people it either. So
right, yeah, it's like, yeah, yippee! I want to see Jodie Foster get raped on a arcade cabinet. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Not said no one, including everyone who was involved in it. No one had a good time
Yeah.
with that.
that's when you know you got something good.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Survivor China.
Okay.
It's a great
Hey,
season of Survivor.
I think we have a contender for A or maybe even S tier here.
Oh wow. Okay, so let's look
Yeah.
at our other survivors. Pearl Island's an S, and then A has Amazon, Panama, Vanuatu, Cook Islands. And then B tier has Marquesas, All Stars, and yeah. So it's definitely in A tier for me.
Yeah, I think it's A tier for sure.
But where in A tier? Seems like a cop out just to always go for the survivor block, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Would we put it above anything else above the survivor block? I don't know.
Like Black Mirror season 3, but like even then it's just sort of like, is that just being cute? Just putting it above one above.
I wonder if this even reflects like your rankings of the
Yeah,
seasons. We don't even
I
know.
don't
We're going off
I don't
vibes.
remember. Going
Uh,
off vibes.
top of the Survivor block in A.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's drag him up there. Very nice.
Well, look what we
It's an
got
excellent,
right
excellent
here.
season of Survivor, though. Survivor China. It was,
Yeah, loved it. Ended up being an all-time classic, I think. Love the setting. One of the best winners of the show.
yeah,
Um,
some great
yeah,
little strategic maneuvers and fun wrinkles and things.
yeah. Wacky hijinks with the idol with the idol stuff.
Yeah. So these next two are ones that we reviewed in person for our 5 years of Tarqaron special.
the
Mission Impossible was a chance time movie at random. I hadn't seen it
yeah.
before. Alec had.
Hmm.
For me, this is one I struggled to really put too high. I think it's like CB, like
Yeah,
on the
this is
cusp
CB
for
for
me.
me too. I think it's a really solid movie. It's tough to get like really like jazzed or excited. But it's hard because like I think it's a really solid '90s action movie. I think it's fun,
Yeah,
but it's like it's also you look at some of its other contemporaries and um uh even some of its like successors, and it's like I mean I haven't seen any of the other Mission Impossible movies, but like I'm more talking about like other action movies and sort of that sort of vein.
yeah.
Um,
It's not one that necessarily
yeah,
sits with me that I think about often. In
right.
that I would say personally, I would put it Mission Impossible right above The Assistant in C tier.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think I agree with you.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
I
like
put
a
it there.
fun movie. You don't think too much about kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah. I mean, I'd love to just throw it on again at some point, maybe. You know, I kind of agree. I know Rusty talked to us about this. Our friend Rusty
Yeah,
mentioned that maybe that would be a fun series for us to do at some point. And there are quite a few films, but they run the gamut in terms of like styles because like they've been going since the 90s, so like 2 and 3 are very much like 90s early 2000s action movies, and then all of the ones after that are very like generally different feel. My brother speaks very highly of pretty much every film after 3,
Hmm.
so
Okay. Something to keep in mind.
yeah.
Next up is Survivor on the Nintendo Wii. It's subjectively an F
Yeah,
tier.
it's going in F.
Just like, where do we place it exactly? Quality wise, we reviewed it very low. One of our lowest scores
Yeah,
ever on the channel. It was a 1 out of 10. Because really,
I
it had no business being as bad as it was. That's kind of what the
yeah.
insulting part is.
Yeah,
Like, they didn't even do good fan service. There's not like, they just used random names of Survivor people without any of the likenesses, and then
right.
the mini games were absolute garbage, and the game itself didn't function anything like Survivor. It was just two teams, you compete in a challenge, and then the winning team picks one to take away from the other team.
Yeah, that's it. Take
And
a
yeah,
good look at Tina.
at least I did play Survivor Castaway Island, I think it was called, on PlayStation 5, like the newer
Yeah,
one. At
yeah.
least that one attempts to do like the social element, and you can do things around camp type of stuff. At least it does
It's
that,
still,
even with it being garbage.
yeah, I heard it's still pretty bad, but
There's one.
um,
There's a new Survivor game that you can't look at
another one.
because it has Survivor players on it, but
Oh,
it's a Survivor card game, like from the
oh,
makers of Exploding Kittens, and so
okay.
it's like it's maybe pretty good. I don't know. It sounds like it could be good. It's from. I bought it, but I haven't been able to play it yet. You need at least 3 people, but it like comes with a little box that you can like put the votes in. So there's some sort of voting element
Oh,
in it.
that's fun. That sounds fun.
Yeah, but it has like a bunch of different Survivor players you can choose from, I guess, to actually play as. So some potential there, but Survivor Wii is really at the bottom of the barrel here.
Yeah. Where in F though? That remains to be.
Score wise, it would be like right where On the Line is. So, but it's
Yeah.
like how much grace do we want to give it? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Because like I honestly, this might be a hot take, but like I'm kind of feeling putting it like just below hybrid.
Above Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yep.
No way.
Maybe not. Maybe
Let's
okay.
give Viking Warrior Women some credit. Viking Warrior Women is better than Survivor on the Wii. Surely, it's just a TV movie. Whatever.
Yeah, it's just a propaganda piece. That was some of the worst. That was some of the worst fluff I've ever seen in my life. It was awful. It was terrible.
Marvel Rising, Playing with Fire.
That was not fire. That shit was ass.
That was good.
No, it was not.
It was good.
What do you mean it was good? It's an F tier. That was one of the worst things we watched.
I would honestly put Survivor on the Wii. I think I would just put it above On the Line. That's where I would put it.
Yeah. I think that's probably for the best. I mean, I'd rather play. No, that's not true. I was about to say I'd rather play it again than watch Peter Pan and Wendy, but I actually don't think that's true.
Yeah.
Because
to be fair, like if you were saying you play it for the duration of the movie, yeah.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'd probably just throw the movie on because Peter Pan and Wendy, as bad as it was, I've done this like quite a few times where I'm just like, you won't believe the editing, this edit in this movie. You won't believe this. Oh, yeah. And then I'll throw it on. I'll throw that one scene on where it's the circle wipe into the same scene.
Yeah.
It's like that's not what you do. That's not how you edit a movie. It was terrible. Anyway.
But yeah, it's not. There's not many redeeming factors of it. Like you got Jeff Probst doing some canned lines, I guess. But yeah, it was rough. You know, you hate to see such a product like that we love so much, Survivor, just be thrown into the old shovelware category with everything else.
Big time shovelware, that's for sure.
So above On the Line.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so. Next up is the Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. So we did all the Pirates movies right up. These are all the ones in order here, and we had both seen them all before, so these weren't new to us. But it's fun to revisit. So this one's easily going to be the highest, way higher than any of the others, I think. Yeah, honestly,
this is like flirting with S tier for me. I think it's good. I think it's real good.
It's good. It's good, but it's D tier. No, it's A tier.
D for don't you forget about it.
It's A tier for me. I don't think it could pass a lot of these top A tiers for me personally. Like for me.
Well, here's what I'm. Yeah. Here's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling one of two spots. I'm feeling just after Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, or just after Silence of the Lambs.
I disagree with either placement.
Wow. Where would you put it? Here's the thing. I think some of these other movies are A is a solid category. In fact, A is such a solid category. I legitimately feel that we should have already moved some of these up into S.
It's tough. It's a tough category.
I guess it is, but
well, if in saying that they should go in S, you're just talking about the ones that would be above this in your mind anyway.
Yeah, right? So, except for like Elf is great, but that even might be a little too high, to be honest.
I pick Elf over Pirates. I would pick honestly the whole top row over Pirates.
Even Black Mirror season 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would do that, and that was a great season, but
look, I think it would go for me. For me, I keep looking and then I keep going lower. Actually, I would put it above Super Mario RPG. I mean, I love all the things ahead of that. It's tough for me.
I do too.
It's
Blackpink Light Up the Sky. Why is it an A? Bring it down to B. No, I don't. I don't mean that. Or do I?
You shouldn't mean
it. Okay.
I mean, like for me personally, I would even consider putting it lower because A tier are all killers. Like I could literally put it at the bottom of A tier and not have any problems with the stuff ahead of it. I love a lot of the stuff in here,
Well,
but
so do
I
I.
would be willing to go.
So do I. But Curse of the Black Pearl is like basically a perfect movie. I think I
But
went into
it's not objectively. It's only subjectively, basically a perfect movie to you, and that's where we quarrel.
Why are you saying it like that? Okay, I'll give you this. Give you this. Obviously, some of the special effects have not aged as gracefully as I think they still look great personally, but time is its thing. But the script is perfect. It's just
you can't sit here
a
and tell me something's
pinpoint.
perfect. I mean, we didn't even give it a 10, so you can't sit here and say it's
Yeah,
perfect.
well, it's okay. In my heart, it's like a 10.
It could
Basically.
be a 10 in your heart.
I give it a 9, didn't I?
We
Pretty
both
sure I
gave it
give
a
it a 9.
9, but I
Yeah.
edged. I was on the cusp of 8.5 to 9.
Okay.
To be fair.
Okay. Well, some of these that you're putting it below, I don't think we gave. I don't remember what we gave Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight.
We give it a 9.
That could,
We give it a
okay.
9. That's what I'm saying. We're in 9 territory all the way down to
Yeah.
like Stranger Things 3. Like that's 9 territory. So this was tough. But I mean, we don't have to go just on score. That's not how we do it. But my vibe is that I would put it.
All right. We'll put it there.
Where?
We'll put it there. Put it below the Hateful Eight, above Super Mario RPG.
All right. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
It's like middle of B, probably.
Yeah, I think for me personally, Dead Man's Chest and At World's End are so interchangeable to me. They would probably be very similar placement.
Yeah, I think it is going to be one right next to the other. I think I would personally put At World's End above Dead Man's Chest, but I don't remember how we scored it. I think.
Oh, I thought you said the opposite, or did I? No, I said I said Dead Man's Chest was better.
Yeah.
But it was very, it's a toss up, so
yeah,
we can do that. But B tier.
I think these are going next to each other. In other words, though.
Yeah.
Basically.
But where in B tier?
After Deathly Hallows Part 2? After Puss in Boots?
I think you may be rated right ahead of Puss in Boots.
Yeah, I can live with that.
So we'll do At World's End right above Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah.
The little pair. Some of these guys, they're bonded. They just like each other, so they stick by each other on the tier list wherever they go.
It's true. Like the ERB block.
Yeah. Yeah, they neglected season 1. They kicked him out, but they stick together otherwise. Next up is On Stranger Tides. This is the doo-doo one, the dookie, if you will.
This movie is D.
D for dookie.
D for dookie. But I would probably... boy. Yeah, I'd probably put it right around the Phantom Menace, honestly.
Yeah, I would put
it... crazy thing to say, but...
I would put it below Survivor Thailand.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's a good place for it.
Yeah, so feel free if you want more details on any of these. We have very detailed reviews of all these Pirates movies. That one was just the standout, definitely the worst.
Definitely the worst one, yeah.
And it's tough because Penelope Cruz is there, but she's just there, and that's really all there is.
Yeah, I like. It's funny that like memory plays funny tricks on you because it's like I remember her being way more interesting of a character than But she's kind of...
We were blinded.
We were blinded by... There were a couple reasons that we were blinded by, yeah.
Dead Men Tell No Tales is... it was meh.
It's good. It's a better improvement. It's an improvement on Stranger Tides. I still feel this way. It's still not like a stellar movie.
Yeah.
It's in like C probably, like towards the bottom of C is probably where I'd put it.
Give me above Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'll give you that.
Dead Men Tell No Tales. Right between Eternals and Sonic the Hedgehog, right where it belongs.
Right where it belongs.
Super Mario 64. Pow!
That's an A.
Skeleta!
Yeah, pow.
It's a cappella, just like that. Pow!
Yeah, so it's like by freaking with the guy that did the Frosty the Snowman narration. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but yeah, this is an A tier, if not S tier.
Well, is it? Yeah, it can't be S tier. It just can't.
Why? What is the point of having an S tier at this point?
We didn't. What do you mean? We didn't. We gave it an 8 and an 8.5. It's not like objectively just way better than all the 8 tier movies.
I know it's not. But what is the point of having an S tier? I tell you at this point. It is an A. I would probably put it.
That's a different reevaluation, but it's not on the cusp of going into S. So that's what I'm saying.
No, I know. I'm sort of just continuing to look at S tier and seeing nothing in it.
Is it better than Super Mario RPG? Is it another Mario to compare it to? It's so hard to say. You know, like we said in the review, it's the most aged of the Mario games. It's the most like of its time, and you really have to contextualize it as such. Because Mario RPG is just better. Like I'm tempted almost to put it right there next to it, but what do you think?
I'm almost willing to bring it down under like Metroid Dread maybe.
Metroid Dread probably a better game, yeah. But how much impact did Metroid Dread have compared to Mario 64?
That's true. Mario Impact, the impacts.
You gotta give it the
N64 impact, the impact award.
When you factor in the impact, then it goes right up to top 10. That's right, baby.
Yeah. If we go up to impact, then maybe Super Mario RPG under that is fine.
I think so. I think that's swell. I think
that's just.
There's definitely some things I'm seeing in here that I would reevaluate.
Oh yeah,
their placement. Such as the Godfather Coda. I don't know if it's that high.
I don't know if it's that high either. It's still good. It's definitely the better version of that. But yeah,
I'd say it's almost the top of B tier type of movie.
Yeah,
to me.
I agree. Actually, I think I'm moving it down there right now.
Let's do that. Because just when I see A tier, I want to be confident in it, and obviously when we make compromises, that it'll be different. But like Ghostbusters was a compromise because I wouldn't put it in A tier, but generally speaking. Let's go on to the Pumpkin Carver. All right. this
movie was ass.
Chance time, spin again, but chose Rusty. Let's phone a friend, and he picked this movie for us. It was our little horror themed Chance time. It was not good. You know, it's one of those. There's some like so bad it's good type elements to it where you at least have some fun with it.
Yeah, I like the very very Halloween-y vibes. I think that did offer that.
Yeah,
vibes were there, but this is like bottom of D for me. It's like in that range.
Yeah, should it be F tier? It's kind of hybrid vibes.
It is sort of hybrid vibes. Yeah, I kind of.
Is it better than Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald?
No, probably not.
It's really not.
I'd probably let's sandwich it with the Viking warrior women. They need some love, you know.
All right, Joker Folia Do.
This movie was also ass.
There's a lot of pink going down.
There's a lot of pink in the
a lot of pink in the nether region.
Yeah, a lot of pink down there.
It's D tier, I think.
This is D tier, yeah.
But now it's the question, like, what's it? How high does it go?
I don't know if I'd put it very high. I think I might put it bottom of D. I don't know if maybe it doesn't belong there.
It's better. I'll put it below Wish. Below Wish. The music is better in Wish somehow.
Against all odds, the music is better in Wish.
I think that's good. Right? What do you think?
I think that's good. Yeah.
Better than Blood Rain. Hot take, maybe.
But Blood Rain's tough because it's one of those tough things where it's like it's just kind of there by default because like we didn't really get very far and we both gave it a 5, I think. So
Yeah.
I might be due for a reevaluation at some
Wait, did
point.
we give it that high? Really?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I did. I don't know what you gave it. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 5 because I was like,
Hmm.
fine.
All right. Well, next up is The Quarry. Strap in, folks. So pop peanut butter pops. Pop them in your mouth while you're
Pop, pop, peanut
watching
butter,
this
butter
review.
pops.
You tend to view these games more favorably than I do. Until Dawn
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
this is like the successor to that game. Very similar vibe.
Right.
It's a story-based horror game, cinematic in nature.
Well, I'm telling you what I'm feeling right now.
Tell me.
I'm feeling it's below Until Dawn, definitely, but I'm feeling it's not too below Until Dawn. I'm feeling
We're about to have a
I'm
problem.
feeling under Revenge of the Sith.
I'm feeling you're out of your mind.
Oh yeah, where is it? Where would you put it?
I would put it below the Suicide Squad.
Okay, I might go fight you on that.
All right. We love a contentious moment.
Yeah, well, that was not one of them.
The Quarry, Pirates at World's End, and Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah,
The Holy Trinity right there.
the Holy Trinity of B tier.
All right. I think this is one we had in mind when we were talking about a potential top 10 contender.
Yeah,
Hold
this
on.
is it
Cue
right
the
here.
top 10 contender sound bite.
Yeah.
All right.
Top
Top 10 contender.
Top 10 contender.
Survivor Micronesia. Well, it's hard to even say contender because Pearl Islands is in there, and we both ranked this higher than Pearl Islands.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it kind of has to be there.
Yep. So we're kicking Last Wish into S, maybe?
Into C tier. That's where whenever you get kicked out of top 10, you go right down to C.
Yeah, you have to work your way back up
you earn
each
it.
year.
You have to earn it. Yeah. Yep. But where in the top 10? Because so it'll be above Pearl Islands. Does it go any higher than that?
Right.
We're a peak survivor here, but it probably is just right above Pearl Islands, right?
I think so. Yeah.
But I'll be damned the day comes where Survivor starts getting kicked out of the top 10. It'll be just a tragedy to see. You know?
And we'll be kind of a tragic.
Well,
Tragic tragedy.
Micronesia right above Pearl Islands. Placing it at number 8 in the top 10. Next up is No One Mourns the Wicked. Wicked, the sensation taking over the nation in 2024. Whew. This is a good one.
So we're going to put some Boots to the Last Wish go, by the way?
Well, I just pushed it to the top of S because
Okay.
unless we feel differently.
It's very logical. It's logical.
But I could be tempted to say, yeah, that's true. We did debate earlier. Would we have put one of them in instead of Puss in Boots? So what do we think? I would put it third in S tier, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'm okay with that.
What do you think? Yeah.
What about Wicked?
Wicked, what do you think? Where would you put it personally? Gun to your head type of situation.
I think it should be an A. I'm kind of feeling like around Midnight Club area, like just above Midnight Club, maybe.
It's so tough with these things. My immediate inclination was like super high.
Yeah.
Because I think of Wicked and I'm like super positive.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
like,
I mean, it is.
shoot it to
It
the
is very
top.
positive.
But
I
then
think
you look at the top and they're all killers. You know, I don't know if you ever heard that.
They're just straight killers, especially in The Godfather Part 2.
Well,
They'll straight murder you.
Well, it's true. But yeah, they are all killers. You know, you get down down to it, they're all killers in there. So
yeah, all killer, no filler. It's very true.
But for me, I would say, personally, I would put it above Oppenheimer.
Okay.
That's just how I feel about the film industry. whatever that means to you.
So in other words, if this was up for Best Picture contender the same year that Oppenheimer was up for Best Picture contender,
It
you'd
would have
side
won,
with
yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
That's not even remotely close to true. I think.
That's just how I
Um,
feel, and you can't really invalidate that. So, talk to the hand. Wicked is just, it's so hard for me to objectively look at it, even when I'm thinking about, as I'm going through these Best Picture nominees, where does it stack up? Like, I keep thinking of it at the top, just because I've listened to the music so much, and that just kind of clouds my judgment on it. I think it's just,
yeah.
I just think of that more than even just the movie. And the movie itself it's a brilliant production. I mean, the
It's
set
yeah.
pieces they put together. If you look at some of the behind the scenes stuff, like all those flowers, they authentically planted all those flowers in that huge like colorful flower field in the beginning.
Mm,
They made the fucking train that's in that movie.
yeah.
Cynthia Erivo was in the air singing that that song at the end, Defying Gravity.
Even
They
though I don't love how that was filmed, though.
Yeah,
I'll say I think that was awkward.
but
But
they
that
but
yeah.
they recorded like most of their songs live, if not all of them, from what I've heard. You know, they did it all live. So there's a lot of stuff that I really like about how they made the movie, but it's hard to put it above a lot of these things.
Mm.
It's tough. I'm just saying, for me, I would probably put it. I would probably put it right below Survivor stuff for me. Where did you say you would put it specifically?
Probably just under Super Mario 64. Or no, actually, originally I was saying right around midnight, just above Midnight Club. But I could come up to like, I'd probably come up to like Mario 64, or even maybe around Curse of the Black Pearl
Yeah,
area.
that's about the middle there. It's about the middle between us. So let's put it. We'll put it right below Pirates of the Caribbean, huh?
Okay, it
So good though.
was really
Shout
good,
out.
really good movie. I hope it wins something
I know, right?
or wins something.
Like musicals don't get enough. You know, they don't
Mm.
get enough respect.
Look Back did not get nominated for animated feature, and I'm very pissed off. The
Still have to see
Academy.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, here we go.
Yeah.
Moana 2. Come
This is
on.
this is this is like bordering F.
It's
This
definitely
is
an
really
F tier, I
bad.
think.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's
It's
easily,
top
like,
it.
I look at the bottom of D tier, I'm like, it's worse than
Yeah,
those movies.
yeah, it
Or those
is.
things.
I'd say top of F maybe.
Is it better than Ghostbusters? No. I had more fun watching Ghostbusters 2016, honestly.
I as much as I despise saying it, I think I did too. And I didn't really enjoy my time with that movie. But
Is it better than
yeah,
Sonic and the Secret Rings?
no.
Is it better
We'll
than
put it
Hybrid?
right. Yes, it's definitely better than Hybrid.
I don't know. Did you see?
I like how Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is below Hybrid
Makes
of
no
all
sense,
things. It doesn't make sense, but that's how we
but
feel.
it's the punishment for their crimes.
It is. It is. We're
Leo's
making a really
Fortune.
terrible movie.
Leo's Fortune is a mobile game ported to the Switch years later that we reviewed for a series called Bargain Bin, where you review a random game under $5 that I unfortunately picked out this time, and it was not a killer.
No.
So it's D tier or F tier, probably D tier, right?
I can't think of anything really redeeming to say about it. I mean, I'm honestly genuinely thinking about putting it just above Moana 2 in F tier. Because like Sonic and
Worse
the
than
Secret
Sonic and the
Rings
Secret
isn't good
Rings.
either. Yeah, because Sonic and the Secret Rings isn't like great, but it's trying to do something interesting, and Leo's Fortune isn't doing anything interesting.
I'm between there and like right above Katav and Chiksham. Like I'm in that little range there.
Yeah.
Very bottom of D, top of F situation.
Okay.
It's worse than Blood Rain. Like I would easily play Blood Rain first.
Yeah, I would too.
Um,
Sonic and the Secret Rings has a better soundtrack than Leo's Fortune. I'll give you that.
all right.
Much better
I'll
soundtrack.
put it above Moana 2. That's right. F tier is adding up. Remember,
Yeah,
I remember F tier being so sparse
yeah,
back in the day. You know, there was only a
yeah.
couple in there. It's
But we watched
really growing.
one, two. We added 5 things to it. Well, we're not done yet, but we've added 5 things to
I
it.
don't think anything else will go in F
I don't.
tier.
I don't think anything
Yeah.
else will go in here either. Yeah.
The Polar Express. Oh boy! How high is that train going?
B tier.
Can we get a B for the Polar Express? Let's take the train. Let's see how far it goes up. The Accused, is it better than The Accused? Chugga chugga chugga
Yeah.
chugga 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 chugga.
Yeah. I'd
Is
say
it
so.
better than Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? Chugga 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 chugga.
Probably.
Toy Story 4.
I'd rather watch it again than Toy Story 4.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Harry Potter and the Chamber
Yeah.
of Secrets.
Mm.
Well, they're a pair. They're bonded because we both feel
Yeah.
they're like
Yeah.
the worst of versions of Harry Potter.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's better. It's better. This train's going too far. We're gonna have to take some leaps here. Is it going? How high is it going? Where does the buck stop for you? You think?
I think the buck stops right around. I think Howl's Moving Castle is way too low, but I think the buck stops probably around Elemental. Frozen
Yes.
2.
Is it better
you
than
go
that
further?
or no? It's right there. It's right on the cusp. I think we're in the zone. We almost have
Yeah,
it.
I think just above Frozen 2 is probably where I'd put it.
Of course. That's right.
The North Pole, of course.
Let's do that.
All right.
Scholars are confused when they look at this tier list.
Yeah, they're like, what does this mean?
Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Here's the thing with Sonic and me, you know.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
When we reviewed this movie, I mean, I gave it a 7.5. It's pretty good. And you were
Yeah.
very much higher on it. You said it was the best video game movie, perhaps,
Mhm.
ever. For me, my opinion's only like dulled on it. I'm like, I'm Sonic fatigued.
I saw it again. I still feel the exact same way that I did the first time
I'm
I saw it.
Sonic pilled. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know what that means either.
whatever the not
What?
Sonic pill is.
Yeah, you're Robotnik pilled.
Yeah.
You're very
So it's going down. Like, to me, I think of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I think of C. That's what I think.
No way. You're insane if
What
you think
find
that's
me in
no.
the Alps?
No. That's insane. That is insanity. Like,
Where would
sure,
you put it?
I'm willing to put. I mean, I would put it in that same block: Sonic 3, Sonic 2, Mario Brothers movie. That's where I would put it, straight up. I know you don't want to go that high because you're just saying C. So we get a compromise on it a little bit here, but
We're gonna compromise. I'll compromise in B tier somewhere.
sure, fair enough.
I would put it. Live and learn.
And on the edge of tomorrow.
I would put it below Return to Hogwarts.
I can live with that.
And we'll learn as well.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it doesn't really make sense. So I would personally pull the other movie or video game movies down with it, but
Yeah.
for the compromise. All right. Then Mufasa, the Lion King. I always wanted a brother.
This sure is giving C energy, I'll tell you that.
Well, tell me exactly where you put it. I'll tell you exactly where I put it.
Okay, I'd probably put it just below Sonic the Hedgehog 2020.
Whoa. I'm feeling like right above Ghostbusters Afterlife. That's where I would put it. Which brings us to approximately The Devil's Advocate. If I'm eyeballing it, somewhere in there.
Let's put it
Right
just
above
below.
Return to Halloween Town.
Right before. Right. We can stick it right there. Sure. Stick it in right
That's
there.
what
All
I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Super Mario Sunshine.
Wahoo!
Wahoo! Wahoo!
Yippee!
Yippee,
Ah!
motherfucker!
Motherfucker. This isn't
Motherfucker!
B. This isn't B. But it's higher in B, I think.
Yeah,
High-ish in B. It's like high, mid-high, probably.
like the bare minimum has to go above Until Dawn for me. That's all I'm saying.
Why don't we just stick it right there, right above Until Dawn?
All
I think
right,
that's a pretty good spot for it.
fuck it. The
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Movie is better than Mario Sunshine. Is that what we're saying?
That's an interesting point.
Interesting philosophical
That's
question.
interesting.
It makes you think and question some things.
Makes you think a lot. Well, I would actually probably put it above Joker, personally.
Mario Sunshine, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's put it right there.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
Joker, both
for it.
both
Go for
flawed babies. These two, Mario Sunshine and Joker,
Yeah, it's true.
flawed
Mario
darlings.
really gives off Arthur Fleck energy when he's in
Yeah.
the jail cell.
Next up is the biggest movie on the list. It's Baby Shark's big movie. This was a chance time spin. Phone a friend, and Dubs picked it for us to watch.
Yep.
So,
He also he watched the
commented.
review
Yeah,
and he I don't know if he commented. I don't know
What'd
if
he
he
say?
commented this. He may have, but he told me we may be the only review of Baby Shark's big movie on YouTube.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. He said he tried it. He tried it with like a proxy and like in incognito mode and with a proxy. And we're still the only one that show up.
Okay.
We're the only thing that shows up.
All right.
So
Yeah, we have a surprising amount of people flooding to our review.
yeah, how many views do we have on that? Like a lot more than you would think.
Well, I'm gonna pull up
Maybe
his comments.
do you think maybe it's because we have Baby Shark in the title? That's
somehow the
maybe?
poor kids that find that stumble upon that review.
Like,
70 views on Baby Shark.
That's insane.
And it's only going up, baby.
It's only going up. It's only going up from there. People would be like, come far, come wide to see Tarqaron's review of Baby Shark's big movie.
Yeah, Dubs' comment says, it's a quote, "Yeah, Daddy Shark's kind of a cuck and I don't really understand. Is exactly the kind of content I hope for in this channel. Keep up the good work, boys."
Dad Shark's like a cuck and I
It's
don't
not
really
even
understand.
true, and I hate that you
No,
put that
it's
on
not.
Daddy Shark's name, too.
Yeah,
We don't put that out there. It can ruin a guy's life.
he wasn't a cuck. He's more a simp, I think, than anything else. That was probably the more
okay.
accurate terminology.
Have you seen Mama? Come on.
Yeah.
Can you blame
Yeah,
him?
why is he no, he's not simping for Mama. He
Oh.
was simping for the other. That's why I call him a cuck, because he's
Well, I just think
You're
these next two movies seem
But-
like they should go right next to each other in S tier. These next two movies we have to review.
two.
Yeah, these next two to place. Baby,
Baby Shark's
Shark
big
and
movie?
Anora.
Oh yeah, and Honora. Well, Baby Shark's big movie is in D. I think
Yeah,
probably.
I think so. Yeah, now it's the question: what would we put it above? In D. Bottom of D. Yeah.
I think bottom of D.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna watch anything or play anything, or I wouldn't watch this over anything in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the nature of it. It wasn't horrible, but it is just a children's movie, and it lacks any sort of too much substance. You know, you learn a
Yeah.
thing or two about Finship, but
Yeah.
you know,
That's
you
about
take
it.
those lessons about pizza eating. You can take that into the real world, but other than that.
That's right.
Last but not least, Anora is a movie we just reviewed before doing this, so
Yep.
very fresh, not much time to process or anything, but so that's something to be interesting to reevaluate a year from
Right.
now. So
Well, especially because like for me, this is like in S.
I know, right?
This is like this
That's
is
what I'm
kind of in
feeling
there
right now. But I
It's-
feel like
it-
almost any of these like top A tier movies, we would say the same thing, fresh out of them.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Well, we
To
have
the
to
point of
reevaluate.
to the point of I think some of those I think we can kind of maybe do that.
Yeah.
I'm
But that's where
okay
it
with
gets
doing
contentious, though. But if we're split on it, I think it has to be like unanimous. We both agree to get to S tier.
Okay, well, Avengers Endgame then.
Well, I think we should put Infinity War in S tier.
We didn't review Infinity War,
Okay.
and I agree with, but I agree with you. Yes.
Well, let's put Honora first. Where would
Okay.
you put Honora? You would put her in the bottom of S tier.
Probably, yeah. That's what I'm feeling.
All right, Annie. Let's put her in there.
All
It's an
right.
excellent movie.
Yeah, it is great.
Avengers Endgame. I would put the bottom of S tier. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah, I think we can bottom S tier that.
I would keep Godfather in A tier because I think that was already kind of a compromise for me. I wouldn't have had it
Yeah,
as high.
I know you're not. Yeah, I know you're not. I'm pretty big on that,
But
so
it's a great movie.
that's
Yeah,
fine. Spider-Man: No Way Home.
it's borderline. Borderline.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How about this? We'll skip down to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's an S tier right there.
Fuck it. Yeah.
I think we can even
Bottom
put
of
it above
S.
Avengers Endgame.
Oh,
We could put it above Endgame. Fuck it.
fuck it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. If we regret it later, we can just wipe our fucking memory.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. At Blood Prince. I think I'm okay with that staying in A.
I think
You know, I
so.
love that movie.
For
Even though I
me,
love
it's
that
like
movie.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Some of those franchise type movies, it's hard for me to really picture them as
Yeah.
S tier.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dua Lipa Future Nostalgia.
I think that's fine in A for
Okay.
me.
Silence of the Lambs.
um. Yeah, I think that's fine in A.
Okay. Are we good with China Survivor China sticking in A? I think that's fine. I think having the block of that Survivor there probably good. But Survivor China has got the oomph to
It's
be
pretty
maybe
good.
the one.
This is a
Yeah.
pretty good list. Is there anything else we would rearrange within there, or is there anything else we should even jump up higher in A tier, B tier, etc.? Hateful Eight, I really love that movie.
Yeah.
It's hard to push these guys too much higher.
Mm.
They're already in a league of their own. Loki season 1, it's just so interesting that's there. I remember it being so good, but I just
It is
still haven't
really
gotten
good,
around to
yeah.
watching season 2.
Same.
So it's like fading. It's fading in my
Mm.
mind.
Some Marvel fatigue for sure.
Stranger Things 3 has been so long. I haven't even watched Stranger Things
It's
4.
interesting because you haven't seen 4, and what I would do is I would probably swap 3 with 4 and put 3 down in B.
Hmm.
Probably at this point. I thought season 4 was incredible, but you haven't seen it, so we haven't done a review and we can't talk about it really. So
I think that's pretty good for me. Is anything in B
Yeah.
tier that would move?
I think
Up-
A
like
tier looks good.
anything in B tier, we want to move up to A tier type of thing.
I think the fact that Belle is above Howl's Moving Castle is a shame. I think Belle's good, but I think Howl's Moving Castle is definitely better than Belle.
All right, that's fine.
I'd put it up as far as Falcon Winter Soldier areas.
Let's not get carried away.
We're just swapping it positions with Belle. That's
That's
it.
right.
I put it above Thor.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine, but that's final.
Okay, we're not going above Revenge of the Shit.
Definitely
Sith.
not.
Okay. Boy.
Sith heads rise up. Top 3 Star Wars movie.
Sith heads rise up.
Ghost in the Shell. I would drop to the bottom of A tier. That's just me.
Where is the Force Awakens on here, by the way? Is it on here?
Do we forget?
How do we not have
Did
that?
we
It's
just
not on
never?
this
We
list.
just never ranked it ever.
Have we never had that on the list? Have we never had that? I just realized that.
True.
Force Awakens.
Wait, are we missing any other?
I sure hope not.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Shook me up. Shook me up
Yeah.
just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
then
here's
when
the
you
thing.
when you said that, it was like I realized there's not a single thing in my brain of us ever deliberating where to put it because we didn't.
ever ranking it. Yeah, I don't think we've ever had it. That's crazy.
Oh my god! What a
We've been
sham.
doing this this long.
What other things are missing in here, you think? Just maybe
Yeah.
there's are
It's
there
just like
others?
yeah. Be a thing that was like I don't even remember reviewing that, you know. Well, I think we could probably actually both agree that that would probably go in. I mean, we're gonna have to add it next year
You
because we're
gotta
not adding it
remember.
right now. Um,
An A tier. I mean, it would be right next to the
it'd
New
be an A
Hope
tier.
for me.
Yeah, I think it would be like right around there, if not above it.
It's above it. Yeah.
That might be a hot take, but I think it's
Yeah.
somewhat. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
But damn, now can be second guessing everything.
I know.
We have every other Star Wars movie but that one.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. I wonder if we go back. But yeah, again, I don't remember ever placing it. But I was gonna say if we did it, I wonder
No,
if we did it in the first tier list and then it got lost along the way. But
it's possible. It's possible it was like in an earlier one. Definitely wasn't in the last one. I'll tell you that.
oh yeah,
But
what happened?
mhm.
It really makes you second guess what we're even doing here. What's it all about?
What's it all for?
B tier, anything? I mean, this is pretty good to me. I think
Yeah, I think we got a pretty solid foundation here.
nothing immediately stands out as a glaring flaw. That's crazy that we never realized that.
I just all of a sudden thought about that. I was like, "Where's the Force Awakens?"
There's no way when we did that first video, because we did the first
Yeah.
video, it had all the Star Wars in a row almost. It was how would we not have noticed that?
Yeah, there's no way in hell we've ever done that. Hold on, I'm gonna call up I'm
The
gonna
first
check
tier list,
the sacred texts here.
first one at the very least. I don't know. I forget what year we did the first one.
It was it would have been it was 2022.
Okay, so maybe
okay, here we go.
we forget somehow.
Well, here we had it. Remember, we had a different list here because I think we had to remake all everything. Like
I
all
know, but I'd say I don't even have a memory of ever ranking it.
Well, hold on. I've skipped to the end where we've ranked everything. It's not on here.
The Great Forgotten Child.
It's not on here. It's not on here anywhere.
And now I'm going through all the series in my mind. Like, if we forget any other things from our series, but I don't think so.
That's insane that we have A New Hope, Trek Forever, Ghostbusters, Godfather, Loki, Season 1, Fleet, Silent Voice. I'm just going up and it's not here. It's not anywhere on here. That's crazy.
Who knows who else got lost along the way? If you knew of any more unidentified review placements on this tier list, let us know. Reach out. You know where to find us because this is just a tragedy. We want to do anything we can to prevent this happening in the future.
Oh man, I'm seeing. I cracked open. Oh man, I kind of missed that flavor. I just saw myself cracking open one of the holiday flavors of Mountain Dew in 2023. Yeah, that was a good flavor. It tasted like that's good. It's good stuff. Anyway.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to go through and make sure there's not any others we forgot as well.
Yeah, I have to double check that.
But how do we feel about the tier list?
I think what we got looks really good. Honestly, I think it's a great list, and I feel pretty good about it.
It's good stuff. Some great stuff in here. Yeah. So the S tier didn't end up shaking things up as much as I thought.
I mean, I personally would shift a lot of the ones that we have at the top of A into S, but I think I agree that it's got to be unanimous. It's just a little frustrating because I think a lot of these things should be in there. Like I just don't really get it personally, but whatever.
Well, it'll only be reserved for the special ones that we both agree on. It'll be something special that we can share.
That's what the top 10 already is supposed to be. That.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of the top 10 was to have ones that we both agree on.
Yeah, but it's hard to compromise on an S tier, right? Because I think if one person says S tier, one person says A, you got to default to A because it's just, that's S tier. You want it to really be definitive.
The definitive is the top 10. That's the definitive. S is like legitimately great stuff that we both like.
All right, but is there something you're saying? It's not stuff we're saying that should be in the top 10, and then I'm saying is an A, and we're compromising on S. It's just you're saying S, I'm saying A.
So it's just always going to default to whatever you want then, if that's the case.
No, it's going to default to whatever we both want.
I guess, but there's nothing in here so far in how we were discussing that's doing anything other than what you want in particular for this. Maybe next year we come back to this. There'll be something that you desperately want in S, and I'm going to keep out and keep it in A. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, we'll see.
Well, I told you I would put all the survivors in S tier. Are you willing to put all 5 survivors? No, you're keeping them back because they're A tier for you.
Absolutely not. You didn't. You literally just said that.
That's
you
right.
You would. So
well, I said it earlier.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
I was saying Survivor would be the top for me. I was like, I could have them all in the top 10, for as far as I'm concerned. It's Survivor. So
yeah, that would just be your That would just be your Survivor list then.
Yeah, we got to quell our, compromising. And we can't really compromise up to an S. It's kind of hard to do that.
No, you can't really do that, I guess.
Always time to reevaluate in the future. All right. But we got
a few fun little Tetris blocks in here with colors.
Yeah. We touched every part of this tier list today. I gotta tell you.
We did.
Pink is everywhere.
It's yeah, particularly towards the bottom, but there's a little bit of spice, some little good and plenties up there.
One top 10, one S, a few in A, a few in B. All right,
I see you.
But let's try to give ourselves, maybe this year, we really try to give ourselves a run for our money and give us a ton of top 10 contenders that's like really going to have us stressing the next time we rank them. That'll be something. What if we come in here a year from now and we've got 5 top 10 contenders and really shaking up the whole list?
It'd be crazy if we did like a wheel spin that was like if we did a chance time that was like Metacritic determined high score Metacritic wheel spin. It's like we guarantee
kind
that
of do that,
yeah. But
yeah, that's the chance time is always gonna give us like, what's the highest chance time we have is in B, Thor, right? So
is that really the highest? I think it might be. Yeah,
it's hard to really go higher with the chance time. It's gonna be more than likely a mid to lower end movie. But we just look for the gems. We hope for the gems, and then maybe
you do hope for the gems.
And then maybe we'll get some huge, real big gems sometime. I remember there was a couple that came up on the wheel that I was saying like, oh, those are some really highly acclaimed movies.
Yeah,
it could have been up
but
there.
It's not to be.
It wasn't fated to be. Yeah.
No, it wasn't fated to be. Yeah, it's true.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. If you stuck it out.
Hope you enjoyed our deliberations. You can comment down below and see what we're smoking. You can ask how crazy we are. How dare we put blank in whatever.
What placement do you disagree with most?
Yeah.
What's the most egregious take here?
It's quite a lot.
It's interesting because we're always compromising. If we're not in complete agreement, it's always a compromise. Right. So it's not even necessarily a tier list we would either of us would look at and agree with.
Right. This the whole thing is compromise. I take some, you take some. It's is what it is.
Yeah. So, but generally, it's one I'm satisfied with. So, just got to say something. All right. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, what should they check out next?
Go check out Alec ranks Zach's favorite things on a tier list. If you like more tier list related content.
No compromises there.
No.
That's
Not at all.
All right. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourself.